Hey you all, welcome to my channel or welcome back to my channel. It's your girl IJ. So guys, today we have another interesting topic, another really interesting topic. But if you're not yet subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? I always say stay subscribed because on this channel we have amazing content. It's vibes back to back and you still get to learn at the end of the day. So make sure you subscribe because today's video and more videos to come are videos you don't want to miss. Okay, but before I proceed guys, I opened a Patreon. I see a lot of you requesting to talk to me directly. So on my Patreon, when you subscribe, you get the opportunity to jump on a video call with me, have a private chat with me. Tell me about your life and I'll tell you about my life. And also I'll be posting some really spicy videos of my personal life there on my Patreon, so you get to know more of me apart from what you just see here on YouTube. So don't go anywhere. I'll be right back to introduce the video of today. So today's video we're talking about how to use your fingers properly in the honey pot. Now in my previous video I let you guys understand that there are a lot of restrictions when it comes to YouTube now, so there's some kind of big words that we will not be using. So I introduced two words in my last video, the big D and the honey pot. Okay, now the honey pot is for the ladies and the big D is for the men. Okay, so when I say these words you should know what I'm talking about. So when I say using your fingers and honey pot, you should put two and two together and know what we are talking about. Excited, yeah? So I will be telling you the don'ts, like things you should never do when you want to use your fingers. Okay, these are things you should not do because as a girl, take it from me, as your big sister, as your wing man, okay, that's a mistake you should not do, or else you don't want to see her again. So if you want her to keep coming around so that you get the point, make sure you don't do these things when you want to use your fingers. So pay very good attention because I will make this video really short. Now I always start up with hygiene because I do not joke with hygiene. Hygiene is paramount. Never use a dirty finger when you want to do this. Okay, dirty fingers, no. Let me tell you, see that part you want to go in with your finger is very delicate. Any small thing like this is infections, and no girl wants to struggle with an infection. So make sure your hands are always clean. Don't have any spicy food, don't have any kind of dirt. I mean, have a clean nails. Just clean, take a toothpick. If you don't know what to do after washing your hands, take a toothpick and clean your nails like this, inside of your nails, clean it like this. Okay, take a toothpick and clean properly. Always have very clean nails if you don't have money to go and do all of those salon stuff. So clean nails are the most important thing. Never use dirty fingers. Never ever finish eating and go straight into doing this stuff that we're talking about, or never just use the washroom and you didn't clean your hands properly and then you just go into, because your hands, you touch a lot of germs with your hands, so immediately it's time for that and you want to do it, please excuse yourself, go to the washroom, wash your hand properly before you go to the honey pot. Secondly, sharp nails. Do the math yourself. I think this is basic. Using sharp pointed nails when you want to go into a spot that is really soft and delicate doesn't even make sense, because if you create any cut, that's the end of the fun for you. That's the end of it, because no girl will be able to bear any kind of pain in that particular place we're talking about. Okay, so make sure after washing your hands, make sure your nails are trimmed. I have seen guys that have grown 1, 3, 1, 4, 5. Okay, but this two is always trimmed because they are champs. They know that you see these two fingers, you don't joke with it when it comes to your girl. So you can grow these three. You see this 1, 4, 5, you can grow it, but these two, make sure they're always trimmed because these are the major ones that you will be using more often. So make sure they are trimmed and always clean so that you don't cause any kind of pain. So sharp nails, no. Don't be rough. Yes, a lot of you forget sometimes that it's somebody's body. Okay, because of when you've watched too much adult films, you don't think that, oh, this is how it's supposed to be done. I always say it on this channel, adult films are fake. Okay, it's not real life. All those screams, all those things you see them do a lot of times is just to please you, the viewer. So no matter what you do, please take it small. Sorry, please take it slow. You have to start slow. You put your fingers, you have to go very slowly. No chaka 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 chaka. We ain't doing that in 2023. Okay, so make sure you go really slow. Don't go very fast. Okay, don't be rough. That's the major point. Don't be rough. You have to start slowly, except you've built up a lot of tension and she's telling you keep going and make it and increase the speed. then you can go. But immediately the second you just put and you just want to zoom off, no, don't be rough. Now, in line with that point, you have to check up on the person that you are doing this stuff to, okay? Don't forget yourself and get carried away and you're just concentrating on using your fingers in the honey pot. You need to be able to check up on the person you're doing this stuff with. So once in a while, you have to look up, you have to go up, you have to drop kisses here and there. You need to do some other stuff around her body instead of just concentrating on that particular stuff that you're doing. No, because she might not even be enjoying what you're doing. So you need to check up on her. You need to be able to see if she's enjoying it. You need to see the body movement. You need to hear her sound. You need to look at her face. Because trust me, from her face, you know if she's really enjoying this or she's just faking it. Because a lot of women fake this enjoyment. Oh, let me tell you the truth in case you have no idea. So check up on this person. You know, you can even throw in a few words like, hope you're enjoying it, hope you like it, blah 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 blah. There are some nice things, more nicer things to say than what I've just said. So make sure that you pay attention that it's a human being you're doing this thing to and not a piece of wood. So check up on this person you're doing it instead of concentrating on being the champion in what you're doing. Okay. And the next point that follows immediately after this is you need to do this with intention. Okay, you're using your fingers in the honey pot. You need to do it with an intention. You don't just put it inside because it's just a hole. Okay, so you can't just be playing around inside the hole like you're searching for Johnny. Okay, you can't just be going woro 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 woro. If it even makes any sense, you can't just be, it's a hole, it's an empty space. Okay, you can't just be inside and doing like this and doing anything you want to do inside. No, you need to be intentional. Okay, just going inside and coming out is not going to do it for you. Oh. She's just going to feel like, what is he doing? Because one thing you need to remember is these fingers are smaller than the big D. I mean, with the big D, it's going to fit in properly, and then there's an intention because it is touching the walls that needs to be touched. But your fingers are smaller, except you have a D that is like your finger, which I don't know, but I hope that your girl enjoys it, Sha. What I'm trying to say is when you put your finger inside, do it with intention, okay? Look for that spot, which is my next point. Okay, as you put your finger inside, don't just be going aimlessly and moving in circle. You know that spot I always talk about that is very nice. Okay, start with a G. Start with a G. That spot is a G. So let us not make YouTube, you understand. So it starts with a G. Look for that spot. Okay, a spot G. Let me call it a spot G. Okay, look for that spot G that your finger needs to touch to give her, which is the intention I'm talking about. So that is what you need to be doing. You're not just putting your fingers because she asked me to put my finger, or that's what people say you have to put your finger. No, you put your finger with intention that you want to touch the spot G to give her what she wants, which is a happy ending. So when you put your finger, look for the spot G. You don't know where the spot G is. I have an amazing video on where the spot G is. Okay, I will put the link in the description box. So go check in the description box to know where the spot G is. So you put your finger, but let me tell you, if it's in, I don't use my fingers because restrictions. But if you put your hand inside, okay, just 2 inches inside and upward, put your finger inside, up here, just 2 inches, immediately put your finger inside. That's where the spot G is. So go to that spot G and make sure you are doing it with intention to give her what she wants. Now, my next don't is, don't go in, like I said before, you go inside and then you just want to be rough and jumping everywhere, fast, 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 slow, slow, fast, fast. Don't go in there and mix all the rhythm up. You go fast, you go slow. You go fast, you go slow. That's very wrong. Choose a rhythm. Be consistent with a rhythm. You see, once you find that spot, that is what she wants. Concentrate on that spot and build a particular rhythm. Don't be jumping everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. Build a particular rhythm. Build a rhythm. And like I said, always check up on her. So when you build that rhythm, you check up, you look at her, you see how her body is reacting to this rhythm. Then you know if she likes it. Sometimes the rhythm might be too slow for her. She will tell you to build up a little more tension. Then you increase a little more tension. Then you maintain that rhythm. And where are you maintaining that rhythm? You're maintaining that rhythm on the spot G. Okay, you're maintaining it on the spot G, so you need to stay on that spot and maintain that rhythm. While maintaining that rhythm, you need to keep checking up on her. You need to keep not checking up on her by asking her question, like I said before. Check up on her by understanding the way her body is reacting, the way she's squeezing, the way she's, screaming, and all of that. You need to be able to know if she's enjoying what you're doing. So going inside without intention Not looking for the spot and then just using any type of speed you want to use is a no. Okay, capital no. So you go in with intention, you look for that spot G, you build a rhythm and maintain that rhythm. Once you've discovered that she likes that rhythm, I mean, when I say rhythm, I mean the speed that you're doing this, what you're doing. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. My next daunt is dry finger. Hey, my goodness, are you serious? Today I know I'm being a little bit extra, but are you serious? Dry fingers is a no. You cannot go in with dry fingers. You cannot do anything with dry fingers. Trust me, it's a capital no. Buy some creams. Buy, you know, those creams they use in the private. You get my point. Now you need to buy those creams. Those things will lubricate everything for you. It will make everything smooth. Some people will even use saliva. I don't really encourage saliva because bacteria. I'm very I am very serious about hygiene. So bacteria are my problem. But you need to make sure that you're not going in dry. Okay. Just imagine if you want this girl to use hands to give you, you understand, with her hands, and it is very dry. Nobody's going, you're not going to enjoy it if it's dry hands. That's why you should not also go in dry. So make sure you look for a way to make it greasy. It needs to be greasy. It needs to be greasy. So look for a way to either put her in the mood so that she can bring out some juice, and then you can use that juice to, you know, make your fingers not dry, and then you can use it properly. So dry fingers, capital no. If you know that there is no rivers of water flowing in the honey pot, don't go in. Make sure that your hands are not dry before you try to stick it in, because it's not just going to work. It's going to cause pain, and nobody's going to enjoy that. Trust me. Now I want you to try this, okay? Multiple fingers. I need you to try multiple fingers. Now, some people are comfortable with one finger. You go in with one finger and they're okay, especially if you have located that spot. If you located that spot and you're keeping it on that rhythm that is consistent and stable for her to, you know, get what she wants. Now, some people are okay with one finger. Some people are not okay with one, so they want two fingers. That's why you need to check up. This checking I'm always talking about. People need to listen to me. That's why you have to check in to know that she's okay with what is happening. Why some people can even go as far as 3 to 4 fingers. Though I don't judge here. So you need to discover what works for you. So I need you to try this. Try multiple fingers. Go with one. If it's okay, you continue. Go with two. If it's okay, there will be no complaint. Try to put three. If she stops you, then stop. They know that it is two that does the job, because some girls are shy. They might not tell you that that one you are using is not working. So that's why after a while you can introduce two and see how they react to it. If they don't complain, you keep going. Then if you feel that okay, you want to go a bit dangerous, try three. Again, if she doesn't complain or tells you that it's maybe painful or something, then you continue. So multiple finger is something you should try today. If you try it, you might just give her more, you know, more satisfaction than you will usually give. Now, the last but not the least, because this video is not really lengthy, is make sure that when you are using your finger in that honey pot, yeah, make sure that you are at the same time stimulating that outside spot also. That is very nice. Now, I don't want to mention it also because restriction. So, but the spot we're talking about, it starts with a C. So if you have been following my channel, you know what the C stands for. Now that big C, while you are using your finger in the honey pot, you need to be able to find a way to play with that big C also. A lot of people will find a way, when they put 2 or 3 fingers inside, they will find a way to use the thumb to do this on the big C. So if you are able to do this on the big C when your hand is inside, trust me, she's gonna call you, yes boss, because that's the part where you give her maximum satisfaction. So that's the end of the video for today. I hope you found it very educative as well as entertaining. Check out my other videos. I have amazing video here on YouTube. And if you want to support me, I have a Patreon, or I open the Patreon. The link is in my bio, or the link is in my description box. So go check it out, subscribe to my Patreon and support me. There we can get up close and personal, more personal than here on YouTube. So until next time, stay amazing, stay being champs, and bye for now. Mwah. Mwah.